our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Leon Rocky Edwards. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC welterweight champion, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go. 2 of the best welterweights in the world. They are Kamaru Usman and Leon Edwards, and much is made of this stylistic matchup, the strengths on both sides. I'm not sure Usman can't beat him in a kickboxing match, though, head-to-head.
And that was the difference in fight 1. Edwards thought if he could stay standing, he would win the fight. Usman had to take him down. That is not the case today. Usman is a phenomenal striker at this point in his career. But if he is standing in boxing with Leon Edwards, you don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Oh, big left hook there. Oh, now going to the shooter. He ends up in side control. A lot of options for him here.
Yeah, he can either go ground and pound or he can chase submission.
Edwards getting work here from the top. Let's see if he goes for a sweep to try to get back to his feet.
Now he's going full mount.
All right, side control now.
Striking from every position, lands a strike from the bottom.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Usman. Hard ground and pound shot there, and yes, it was hard. Opened him right up. Usman's able to make a nice transition there back into side control. Outstanding ground and pound here. Somewhat of a lost art in MMA, at least in terms of making sure that every strike counts. Not an issue for him.
He's making every single one of them count. He is not pity-patting. He's not touching. Every punch that lands, he wants you to feel it.
All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Working in half guard here, making these shots count.
Oh, nice.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Under a minute to go.
Short elbow. Right now, it looks like he's going to chase an arm triangle. What he needs to do next is push the left arm across and try and secure it with his head.
Working on Ezekiel choke, and he somehow gets out.
He just had to stay patient. It's so unfamiliar. If you panic, you're going to get submitted. He didn't panic.
Edwards' cheek looks like it's cut here, starting to bleed a little bit now. Round 2 is next.
Hey, stop.
All right, there's the horn indicating the end of the round. So potentially a big factor here, ladies and gentlemen. The cut on the cheek sustained in that round. Certainly better to be below than above the eye, but the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up.
Cut those angles and let's change it up.
All right, so there's the end of the round. He stayed committed to doing damage upstairs and landed a seminal blow in that round.
It was accumulation of those strikes. He kept hitting him over and over to the head. Eventually, he found the one that really did damage his opponent.
All right, here we go now with round 2.
Ready to fight?
Kamaru Usman and Leon Edwards. That is a hard left hand that lands for Leon Edwards, and as usual, DC, letting his fighting do the talking tonight.
Letting his fight do the talking is all business. Great shot, man. Now he's got to go find that they call it, to go and end the fight.
Well, nothing in the unified rules says you can't strike from off of your back, and he did well there.
Getting him out here. He's got to be careful here.
Lands a big elbow there. All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got hit in the eye, and now there's a cut. But it's nothing to worry about too much now. But he's got to be very careful with it as we go forward.
Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here.
Yep, got to be very careful there.
Another ground and pound strike gets home. Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Well, the fighter's gonna have to address this offense coming his way. He's getting really bloody around that eye.
Yeah, now it's just become a big target because his opponent is just seeing the blood and he's just going after it. He has got to move his head before the strike starts coming in his direction.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked.
Oh!
He's got to start throwing down.
That's it! That'll do it! Kamaru Usman!
What a performance!
Just a relentless effort out of this fighter here tonight. The ref had no choice but to step in, and that is how you leave the judges out of it. All right, let's get you some replays now. Certainly a lot for our replay guys to work with in the truck. This was a clinic tonight in terms of mixed martial arts acumen in every realm of the game.
And once he got to the top, he started to land brutal ground and pound until the fight was called off. Just a dominant performance from the top position.
All right, we set it inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 16 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare, Usman.
All right, Kamaru Usman, your winner by TKO. You heard it there from Bruce Buffer. He established his jab early, and the rest is history.
Kamaru Usman once again shows why he's one of the best welterweights in the world. He went out there and showed and dominated this fight from the very start. Jab after jab, finally gets